Ho, 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 ho. I warned you. I warned you, Green Bay. I warned you. You had to win this game. You messed around and lost this game. Okay, let's get into it. First of all, I want to congratulate the Tampa Bay Buccaneers for winning this game and heading to the Super Bowl. They will be hosting the Super Bowl, so this is going to be amazing. First team in the history of the NFL to host the Super Bowl. Beautiful. So best of luck to them in 2 weeks, whether they're going up against the Bills or the Chiefs. Whatever happens, happens. So best of luck to them. But this ain't about you. And for anyone that's going to talk about the refs on that 3rd and 5 with the whole pass interference call, I already addressed that in my previous video because I was watching that game live. You'll see it as well. But I'm not going to address it here. This is about the Green Bay Packers, the #1 seeded Packers, who once again choked in yet another conference championship game. You were here last year. Man, we were doing this last year too. I forgot about that. We were here a year ago after you guys got to the conference championships and embarrassed yourselves against the Niners. Well, guess what? For the 2nd straight year, you're in the conference championship game and you went down 3 scores. Absolutely pathetic. Aaron Rodgers, congratulations. This is your legacy and Green Bay's responsible for it. 1 Super Bowl over a decade ago, and then a series of choking performances, disappointments, and blowouts. This is your legacy, Aaron. And you have Green Bay to thank for that. You also have yourself because it's not like you're completely innocent in that. But you really have Green Bay to thank for that. Where's Mike McCarthy to blame? Where is Mike McCarthy to blame? Now we're going to be looking at Matt LaFleur. And I know we're going to get to that decision to kick the field goal. Or we going to get to that decision to kick the field goal. We are definitely going to talk about that. But hey, I guess now we're going to go from blaming Mike McCarthy to blaming Matt LaFleur. But, hey, I guess that's how it's going to be. But let's get into this game. So how did it go? First half, let me tell you something about this defense. First half, this Packers defense did it again. They always pull this crap in championship games. They failed to show up. Oh my God, Brady was carving them on 3rd down. For God's sakes, 3rd and 8, 3rd and 9, 3rd and 7. Get him off the field, Get him off the field. Get him off the field. This defense hasn't given up a lot of big plays. This defense this season has been one of the best at stopping big plays from happening. They gave up nothing but big plays today. Are you kidding me? You continue to let Brady eat time and time and time and time again on 3rd down. Why can't you get off the field on 3rd down? Why? Why can't you get off the field? Why is this Green Bay defense always playing like crap in conference championship games? Oh, but you know what? Let's make it worse. Just before halftime, a situation happened. Receiver gets held, no flag. Guess what resulted? Aaron Rodgers gets picked off. So the defense ain't helping out. And Aaron Rodgers throws a pick. Speaking of the offense missed a couple opportunities. Devontae Adams, you missed your opportunities, bro. You should have been in the end zone. You should have got a touchdown. Missed your opportunities. I don't know what to tell you. This Packers offense in the first half, they had their opportunities. It's not like they were bad. It was a competitive game. The first half was a competitive game. I have nothing bad to say about the offense in the first half, except for that interception, which again should have been called back because there was a clear hold, but the refs didn't call it. But yeah, the offense was, doing their thing for the most part. I don't have much to say about Aaron Rodgers and the offense in the first half. It's just that they needed to be more assertive in the second half, which we'll get into. But yeah, Aaron Rodgers throws that pick, ruins the drive. I'm looking at the time, I'm like, all right, so it looks like Tampa Bay is going to try to get into field goal range. They try to move the ball, and they're right around, the 45-yard line, right around there, and it's like 7-8 seconds left, and I'm like, well, either they're going to have to go for something quick to see if they can get 10 yards and get to a field goal range, or they're going to have to launch a Hail Mary and just hope for the best. They chose neither. For some reason, with 8 seconds left, knowing that Green Bay is probably either going to try to aim for the sidelines or go for a Hail Mary, for some reason, the Packers decided to play cover 1. Why? Why did you play cover 1? For what? 8 seconds left into the half, and you're going to throw out cover one? For what? Well, how did cover one do for you? This man, Kevin King. Kevin King. If you want to look back and have somebody to blame for losing this game, Kevin King, you are the scapegoat. There's always one in the Packers game. Always one player that screws up everything for them. This dude, King, with the worst play of the playoffs, he lets his receiver go right past him. The receiver is cutting to the outside, and he's defending the inside. As you just see this play continue to develop, the distance between him and the receiver is not even... You would be surprised. You're like, did he really play this like that? Brady, it was so easy for Brady to just throw it up there to his receiver. Easy touchdown, untouched. Guess what? Instead of it being 14-10 going into halftime, it's 21-10. Because King forgot how to cover. You're one-on-one. You're one-on-one. You're defending the inside. The receiver's cut to the outside. What are you doing? What are you doing? King, you're just, oh my God, you're garbage. Oh my God, please. You don't know how to play your position. You really don't know how to play your position. How do you allow that? How do you allow that? How? 21-10, halftime. You come back out thinking they're going to get their situation straightened. And what happens on the first drive? Fumble. I believe Aaron Jones had the ball. He got hit hard. He didn't come back for the rest of the game. I believe that took him out. But he fumbled the ball. Tampa Bay picks it up, and they're in good field position. Next thing you know, dude wide open in the end zone because the entire defense bit for the run game, and the dude's left wide open in the end zone. Easy touchdown. 28-10, and this game looks like it's about over. But wait, no, it's not. Aaron Rodgers is like, my legacy's on the line. Green Bay's once again screwing me over. I've got to get it done. Goes out there, scores a touchdown. Defense finally realizes they're playing in the conference championship game, so maybe we need to get our heads together. They pick off Tom Brady. And let me say, Tom Brady in the second half was pure garbage. The first pick, he was trying to force it down the sideline. It was underthrown. Second pick was overthrown. Evans had a shot, but it was overthrown. Third interception, I don't know who he was throwing to. That was just a straight-up prayer. That was a punch. That was a horrible interception. Brady was god-awful in the second half. Absolutely pathetic, okay? After the touchdown pass, they got them the 28-10 lead. Brady played like trash the rest of the game. So defense gets the first pick, right? And all of a sudden, Aaron Rodgers takes that opportunity, goes down the field, another touchdown. Next thing you know, it's 28-23. Guess what? They decide to go for two. You're not going to be that mad at them going for two because they have a whole another quarter to play. If they want to go for two there, go for two. They go for two. Aaron Rodgers puts it right in the receiver's hands, and they drop it. So instead of it being a 3-point game, it stays at a 5-point game because a receiver dropped a pass that was right in his hands. Green Bay. All you know how to do is disappoint and fail. So it's 28-23. Then we proceed to see some absolute embarrassment in terms of football play from Tom Brady because he proceeds to go out there and throw yet another pick. And, defense for the Bucs goes out there and makes a stop. Tom Brady gets the ball again. And then he proceeds to throw another pick. So he throws 2 picks. And Green Bay gets 2 extra opportunities. Now, here, in my opinion, is where I looked at it and said, Green Bay's going to lose this game. You had 2 free picks. 2 free picks from Tom Brady. And you got 0 points from it. 2 free picks in the fourth quarter. I believe both those picks were in the fourth quarter because he had 1 pick in the third quarter and then 2 interceptions in the fourth quarter. You had 2 gimmies by Tom Brady in the fourth quarter and you come up with 0 points and you're surprised why you guys lost this game? What? 2 turnovers from Tom Brady and you come up with 0 points. Why? Because the god-awful offensive line couldn't stop it. Now, the offensive line for much of this season hasn't been that bad. It's been relatively solid. But today, they played pathetic. They got absolutely manhandled by the defensive line of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Absolutely pathetic. They couldn't protect Aaron Rodgers worth a damn. And they failed to protect them there because both of those turnovers acquired for 0 points because both those drives ended relatively quickly. So, and a couple couple incompletions here and there. Yeah, both those drives resulted in punts. So yeah, the game's getting close, it's winding down. Eventually, Brady takes them to within field goal range, and a stop is made. They kick a field goal. It's now 31-23, and here comes Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers marching down the field. Clock is winding. We're about under 5 minutes now. They're still marching down the field. They get into the red zone, and then they try to go for the plays. First down, nothing there. Second down, again, pressure there. Third down, I believe it was second down. Yeah, third down, I believe Aaron Rodgers starts to try to roll to his right. No, I believe that was second down where he tries to roll to his right. No, it was either second or third down. Pressure, the pocket's collapsing. He rolls to his right, and there was a complete hole. There was a hole there. No, this was third down because there was a hole there. And Aaron Rodgers had an opportunity where he could have just taken off, and he might have been able to make it to the end zone, or he would have been stopped short. But he had a hole. He could have just taken off. And again, I know Aaron is on the older part of his age, but he's still a mobile quarterback. If he takes off there, maybe he can get close to maybe the 1 yard line where he'll feel comfortable for going for it. But he didn't take off. He tried to force a pass, incomplete. Next thing you know, we're sitting at fourth down. And this is where everyone's going to look at Matt LaFleur and be like, what are you doing? It's an 8-point game. You have all 3 timeouts. You're inside the red zone. 4th and goal. You have Aaron Rodgers as your quarterback, and you decide to kick a field goal? Have you not been seeing how your defense has been failing to get off the field on third down? What are you doing? You're going to need 8 points. You're still going to need to score again anyway, even if you take the field goal. The time is running down. You have 3 timeouts. If you don't get it here, hope your defense can make a stop at the goal line there. Matt, let me try and calm down and say this. Matt, it's 4th and goal. You're inside the 5. You have Aaron flipping Rodgers as your quarterback. You have 3 timeouts left, and you're down 8. What do? You go for it there. Game's on the line. Season's on the line. You go for it there. What? You go for it there. Why would you kick a field goal? You're still going to need a score anyway, so why not take the shot? If you don't get it on 4th down, you're still going to be down by 1 possession, so you're going to need a score anyway. At that point, you have the 3 timeouts. Trust in your defense. Tampa Bay will be way backed up into their own territory. You can trust to see if your secondary and your defense can make a stop and get you the ball back with some good field position. Who knows? I just don't understand why he kicked the field goal. The fact that he kicked the field goal means he has absolutely zero trust in his defense making a stop. And if that's the case, why would you kick the field goal? Wouldn't you want to back up Brady inside their own territory? I just don't understand why you don't go for it there. Why don't you go for it on 4th down, Matt? Why don't you go for it on 4th down? You're down 1 possession. You're going to need to go. You're going to need to score anyway. Kicking the field goal still keeps it a 1 possession game. Whether or not you kick the field goal, you're still going to need to score a touchdown to end the game. Why didn't you go for it, Matt? Why? Why didn't you go for it? Why didn't you go for it? Why? So he kicks a field goal. Tampa Bay gets the ball back. They start marching, and they're just trying to make sure, since they have the 31-26 lead, they're just trying to make sure they can just run out the clock. We get to under 2 minutes. First down, there's a run. Second down, there's a run as well. Originally, there was a throw on first down just before the 2-minute warning, and it became a 2nd and 1. The defense chose to take the penalty there, the 5 yards. It was an offsides or something like that, or a neutral zone infraction. They just took that to get the first down because they had all 3 timeouts left. They make a stop on first down. They make a stop on second down. It's third down. Brady decides to throw. He overthrows his receiver, and it looks like the Green Bay Packers made a stop. But wait! Refs! Ooh! Flag on the play. Pass interference. The defender was tugging on the receiver's jersey, which he absolutely was. Problem is, you haven't called that all day. So why would you call it here? And yet you wonder why people want to put the blame on Tom Brady and say the refs are always on his side. This is not fair. It's going to take away from the performance, but this is not fair. You continue to pull this garbage. You didn't call the holding call in the first half that resulted in a pick in an Aaron Rodgers interception, but you're going to call it here now with the game on the line? Why? Refs continue to ruin moments in the game because they're so inconsistent with with their officiating that it just causes problems in the worst moment. They don't call a penalty the entire time, and then they're going to proceed to call a penalty at the worst moment. You haven't called the holding penalty the entire game. You've been letting them play. You've been letting them be physical. And you decide there with the game on the line, you decide to call the penalty? Why? I'm so sick of these damn refs. I'm so tired. I am so tired. Oh boy. So that basically ends the game. And with that being said, Aaron Rodgers himself, congratulations. You've now dropped to 1-4 in NFC Championship games. Congratulations, Aaron. After that first Super Bowl, way back in 2010, it's been nothing but disappointment and failure. Congratulations. This is your legacy, my friend. Oh man, this is really it. And when you look at Aaron Rodgers' performance today, it wasn't bad. Again, he had the one touchdown in the first half and the pick that should have been called back. Then you look at the second half, he threw 2 other touchdowns. So he had 3 touchdowns to 1 interception. He was passing the ball well. He was making plays. It's just that at the end of the day, it wasn't enough to overcome an 18-point deficit. The fact that you guys got down 18 points speaks volumes for how pathetic you guys have just found a way to just embarrass yourselves again. How do you get down 18 points? How do you guys keep going to conference championships and you get down by 3 scores? How do you continue to do this, guys? You did it this year. You did it last year against the Niners. You did it in 2016 against the Falcons. How do you continue to do this every single time you get there? How do you do this? I don't understand. With that being said, Aaron Rodgers is now 1-4 in conference championship games, meaning he's been technically, if you take out the Super Bowl, he's 0-4 since then, meaning he's just gone to the conference championship game and is either choked, failed to deliver, disappointed, just got blown out. This is one of the 4. So just absolutely pathetic, embarrassing. This Packers team are a bunch of choke artists because they get to the conference championship game and then they fail to produce again. And the sad part is this was your best opportunity to get there. There is no excuse to lose this game. Number 1 seed in the NFC. Aaron Rodgers is playing like an MVP, probably the best in his career. You're at home in Lambeau Field with home field advantage against the Bucs team that, they're not used to playing in the cold. Unfortunately, you're playing up against a quarterback that is used to playing in the cold because he spent 2 decades. He spent nearly 20 years playing up in the cold in Boston, so he's used to the cold. Foxborough can get cold in January. He's not afraid of some cold. Okay, maybe he had another quarterback that was really playing in Tampa Bay and wasn't used to that. Maybe you would have got him. But Tom Brady, who played in Foxborough for 2 decades, he's not afraid of the cold. So yeah, you guys had all the advantage here. You were supposed to be the better team. And once again, you pulled the crap again. Wow, you did it again. Last season, the team that blew you out in the regular season ended up blowing you out in the NFC Championship game. You got embarrassed by the Niners in the regular season, and they embarrassed you again in the NFC Championship game. This time around, this season, you got embarrassed by the Bucs in the regular season, and they proceeded to embarrass you again in the NFC Championship game. Congratulations, Green Bay! You won something! Failure! You've won the Choke Artist Award. Congratulations. I'm just gonna have to deal with this, man. One of my favorite players to watch. Aaron Rodgers has been my favorite quarterback to watch for over a decade now. Before Lamar Jackson became my favorite quarterback to watch, the quarterback for my team, Aaron Rodgers was my guy, man. And I always had to go over the bat for him and talking about how, he's still going to find a way to get another championship. But after this, can I really have any faith and trust in him and this team getting it done? I still have trust in Aaron Rodgers. If you look at the game he played, he didn't play bad. But for some reason, Green Bay doesn't show up in conference championship games. What's the excuse this time? You were at home. You had home field advantage. There was no reason to lose this game, and you still found a way to get down by 18 points, and you lost the game. What can I say to you? I'm so tired of this. I'm so tired of this. Aaron Rodgers is really 1-4 in conference championship games. And I talked about this earlier today. the person who had the most to gain and the most to lose today was Aaron Rodgers. His legacy is going to be forever impacted by this. If he goes on to not win another Super Bowl, first of all, losing this immediately takes him out of the GOAT conversation because you lost to Tom Brady. That's done. You're not in the GOAT conversation anymore. Maybe, I don't know, no, especially if Tom Brady goes on to win the Super Bowl. This was probably one of the few matchups you guys are going to have. I don't know the future for you in Green Bay. I don't know if Tom Brady wants to run it back again next year. Who knows? But you had a chance to go up against Tom Brady in your house with everything in your favor, and your team lost. But honestly, going 1-4 now, you're 0-4 since the Super Bowl, bro. You got one Super Bowl to your name. I don't know what to tell you. Your legacy is going to be forever impacted. I talked about how people view guys that have multiple championships as all-time greats. And you're an all-time great talent, Aaron Rodgers. You're the greatest thrower of the football. But at the end of the day, with one Super Bowl ring, people are not really going to put you in that conversation and be like, yeah, he's a legit all-time great because he never won multiple championships. Like, what can I tell you, man? You guys will have an opportunity next year, but how many years do you have left with Aaron? How much patience does he have left to deal with this? And I don't know, man. I don't know. It's so weird. Some of the most talented players you see in the league just can't seem to find a way to win. I don't understand. I don't understand. You got the greatest thrower of the football, and you lose at home like this? I just don't understand. With that being said, I think I'm done here. I got nothing left to say. Green Bay, fall into the abyss. You choked again in another conference championship game. You had everything in your favor, and you still lost a damn game. Absolutely pathetic. You've really harmed Aaron Rodgers' legacy. Congratulations for that. You've screwed him over. And the worst part is there's no Mike McCarthy to put the blame on. I guess you could blame Matt LaFleur, but it is what it is. I got nothing left to say. I'm absolutely disgusted. I'm disappointed. I'm embarrassed. I'm just absolutely disgraceful by this Packers squad. You should be ashamed of yourself for losing this game. I'm going to go watch the AFC Championship game now. Just piss off, Green Bay. Just piss off. I got nothing left to say. I'm out of here, man. Peace.